Hello and welcome to part 2 of our Ashtanga series. So if you have already done part 1 and you're feeling pretty strong about that, you feel like you can do it without stopping, then this is the next part to that series. So let's go. Hello and welcome to part 2 to our Ashtanga series. Let's start at the top of our mat, feet hips distance apart, arms down by the sides. Focus in on your breath. Taking big inhales and exhales. Roll the shoulders back. And remember to rest in child's pose whenever you need. Let's inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Exhale, down chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Pushing your chest back towards your legs. Bringing your hips up nice and high. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. 5 long breaths here. Really dig down through your hands, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step up and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here, lengthening through the spine, lifting those hips up high. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep focusing on those slow breaths. Inhale, bend the knees, step forward, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Onto our sun sal B. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Exhale, step it up. Into warrior one or high lunge. Inhale, your hands up. Exhale, hands back down. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up, step it up. Warrior or high lunge. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands back down. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths here. Lengthen through that spine. It's always optional to take warrior one or high lunge. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back to your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to your chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up, step it through. Come into your high lunge or warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up, step it through as you exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back down, chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. It's always optional as well to either roll over your toes or to just step your toes. Couple of breaths. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to your chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale to rise. Exhale to come back down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower the hands, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, lower back down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, lower back down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And remember, in those chaturangas, you can always lower your knees. Long breaths. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, lower the hands. Chaturanga. Into upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Step it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Using your peace fingers, grab hold of your big toes and fold over here. Slight micro bend on the knees. Let the head get heavy. Look up. Place your hands underneath your feet this time and exhale, fold forward. Bring your toes all the way to your wrist creases and then try to straighten your legs any amount. Releasing the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise on up, hands above. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's step back with the left leg. Right toes are facing the front of your mat. Reach your arms forward and come into your triangle pose. So arms are in line with your shoulders. Then you reach forward, windmill the arms. Left arm comes down, right hand comes up. Your back foot is parallel to the back of your mat, so the front heel is lined up with the back arch. Looking up to the top hand if that feels okay on your neck. Look down, bend the front knee, come back up. Switch the feet, so your right foot comes in, left toes point out. Windmill the hands, so your right hand comes up, left hand comes down. Again, either looking up to the top hand, or looking down or straight ahead, depending on how your neck feels. Bend into your left knee, come back up. Turn your right toes back to the front. And reverse now, so your left hand comes down towards your right toes and your right hand reaches up towards the sky. So just slightly twisting the torso. Look down, bend the right knee, come back up, right toes come back in, left toes point out, reverse. So your right hand comes down now, left hand reaches up, twisting the torso. Looking up to that top hand if it feels okay. Bend the left knee, come back up, and come back to standing at the top of your yoga mat, hands at heart center. Step back with the left leg. Again, front heel lined up with the back arch. Your extended side angle. So right elbow to your right knee, left arm comes up and over. Maybe your right hand reaches down towards the ground. Make sure your knee's over your ankle of that front foot. And then come back up, switch the feet round to face the back. Left elbow to left knee, right hand up, maybe in line with the shoulders. Or maybe your left hand comes down to the inside of that left foot. Try to keep those hips nice and low. I have my hips a little bit too high here. Should be one straight line from your fingertips all the way down to your ankle. Come on back up. Turn your right toes to face the front of the mat and windmill the hands. So your left hand comes down, right hand comes up. So again, we're doing that twist in the torso. Keeping a nice bend in the right knee. Try to keep your right knee over your right ankle. Again, I could go a little bit lower here. Inhale, come back up. Flip the feet so you're facing the back of your mat. Right hand comes down, left hand comes back up. Slight twist in the torso. And come on back up and come to stand at the top of your mat, hands at heart center. Step back again with the left foot. This time, feet are going to come parallel to the front and the back of your mat, hands on hips, inhale to look up, and then exhale, fold forward. You may want to shuffle your feet a little bit wider, it's completely up to you here. If your hands can reach the floor, shuffle them back in line with your feet so that your elbows are over your wrists, and fold forward any amount. Hands to hips. Come on, back up. Hands on hips, elbows pulling together. Exhale, fold forward again. This time, keep your hands on your hips and try to keep your elbows pulling in together so that you could touch them together. Keep breathing. Feet should be completely parallel here. And then come on back up. Again, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. This time, interlace your fingers and bring them up and over your back. So as far up as they will go. Inhale to come back up. Hands to the hips. Inhale, open the chest. Last one. Exhale, fold forward. This time, maybe grabbing your big toe or your ankles and pull yourself a little bit closer. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, come on back up and come to standing at the top of your mat, hands at heart center. Step back again with the left foot, this time about halfway, toes pointing a little bit diagonally so your hips can still face the front of the mat. And either grab opposite elbows or hands in reverse prayer. And we're going to exhale, fold over that front leg so both your legs are straight. Try to keep as much length in the back as you can here. And look towards your big toe of that front foot. So if you struggle to get your hands in reverse prayer, you can grab opposite elbows or just keep your hands on your hips. The main thing here is we're keeping the chest open. Inhale to come back up, step back to the top. Exhale, step back with your other leg, face towards the front. Exhale, fold forward over that front leg. Again, looking towards your big toe. Inhale, come back up, take a step to the top of your mat, hands at heart center. Now we're going to find a little bit of balance here. Hands on the hips. You're going to take your left knee up, grab hold of your left big toe and straighten your leg in front of you as much as you can. Right hand is on your right hip. You can always keep your knee bent here. Try to lengthen as much as you can through the spine. And if you wobble and come out, that's always fine. You just come back in. And then bring it out towards the side, any amount. If you really struggle with this, grabbing your toe and lengthening through your leg, you can bend the left knee and grab hold of your knee instead. I'll show that here. Just keep opening up that hip. Flexing the left foot. And then bring the knee back to the front, lift it up without holding it, hands to hips. And then set it back down. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So pick up your right knee. You can grab hold of your big toe or keep the knee bent and grab hold of the knee. Lengthen your foot in front of you. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Lengthen through the spine. Lift it up as high as you can. And then bring it out to the side. Remember, either grabbing your toe or grabbing your knee. This is really going to depend on your flexibility here. Also find something in front of you that's not moving. That's really going to help with your balance. Open up that hip. And then bring your foot back to center. Flex that foot. Lift it up as high as you can. And then exhale, place it back down. Hands at heart center. Okay, next one. Let's pick up our left knee, rotate it outwards, and either place it to your ankle, to your lower leg, or to the inside of your thigh for tree pose. You can also grab hold of the left foot, bring it up towards the right hip crease, and lower your left knee down. You can also bring your left hand behind to see if you can grab that foot as well. You can also just grab hold of your arm here. So take your variation. If you can get it up towards your hip point, you can take this extra pose where we're going to fold over, either grabbing hold of the mat, or if you have yoga blocks, you can grab hold of yoga blocks and fold forward here. If you're in regular tree, just stay in your regular tree pose. Inhale, halfway lift, and come all the way up to standing. Okay, same thing, other side. Externally rotate the right leg, place it to your ankle, to your lower leg, or your inner thigh. Try not to place it onto the knee. You can also grab your right foot and bring it up to the left hip crease. And again, reach around with your right hand, either to the foot or you can hook it onto your arm or just keep it onto your hip. Take a couple of breaths here. You might notice as well that one side is going to feel different than the other. That's completely normal. And then if you have your right foot up into that hip crease, we're going to take a forward fold. Feel free to use props here and grab hold of a wall or whatever else you need to. And then come on up, release that leg and come to standing, hands at heart center at the top of the mat. Inhale to your chair pose. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Sit those hips back, arms in line with the ears. Turn on your core slightly. And come back up to standing. Step back with the left leg. We're going to come into warrior one. So inhale the hands up. Both of your hip bones are facing towards the top of your mat. So your left foot is slightly at a diagonal. Your heel and your toes are on the ground. Now, if this feels uncomfortable at any point, please come into your high lunge and come onto the toes of your left foot. And then we're going to twist to face the back of the mat. So now bend into your left knee. Right foot is at a little bit of an angle. So both of your hips can face towards the back of your mat. Lift your hands up high. You can always widen your stance as well to make it a little bit easier. And then come back to the front of your mat to warrior two. So bend into that right knee above right ankle. Left foot is now parallel to the back of your mat. Front heel is lined up with the back arch. Arms in line with your shoulders, looking over your right fingertips. And then turn your right toes in, left toes up, bend into the left knee, looking over your left fingertips. Staying nice and strong here, core's turned on slightly. Imagine your thighs rolling outwards. Nice and engaged. And then come to stand at the top of your mat, hands at heart center. And that's us done for today. If you'd like, you can come down into a quick child's pose. Toes together, knees wide, sit your hips back, arms out long ahead, drop your head down, and just take a few breaths here to slow the heart rate, to bring yourself back into the present moment, and feel free to stay here as long as you would like. Thank you so much for practicing part 2 with me today. Don't forget to keep repeating this one until you feel confident, and then keep a lookout for part 3.